Well, hello and welcome to this video. As you might have noticed, we're coming in on Zoom today for a couple of reasons. Just that it sort of saves me saving a whole load of videos on my phone because I'm doing some mass video recording, and also because I wanted to talk a little bit before we started playing about the Get and Go starter kit promotion that is running throughout the whole of September. And with this particular starter kit promotion, as always, you get that huge bargain of being able to purchase a starter kit for £99. And for your £99, you get to choose £130 worth of product. But during this promotion, as well as that £130 worth of product, you're going to get the So Much Love stamp set, the Queen Anne's lace stamp set, a whole pack of rhinestones. Yours won't have bits missing out of them. They won't have been nibbled at like mine has. You'll get a complete pack. And then you're going to get 8 packs of cardstock and envelopes in Granny Apple Green. So each of the little packs will come with some Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight cardstock, and an envelope, because it is US sized cardstock, but that won't matter because you're going to get your envelope to go with it. So you'll get 8 packs, each containing enough to make a little card plus your envelope to go in it in Granny Apple Green, and you'll get 8 packs with some Whisper White, Daffodil Delight, Bermuda Bay and Coastal Cabana enough to make, and your envelope enough to make 8 little cards. So you'll have enough supplies to make 16 little cards, plus 2 stamp sets, plus your rhinestones, plus you'll get lots of instructions and things. And one of the benefits of being on Zoom is that I can come in and share with you some of the flyers and things that we've got here on Zoom. Can we hide that video panel, please? Because we need to get, not that one, this is the one I, that was helpful, wasn't it? We went in, we came out again. Let's try that once more with feeling. The trouble is, the bit I want is underneath there. That's what I want. So this is the one I want. So we've got the Get and Go Starter Commit Kit promotion. And as I've just said, you get 1 pack of the Granny Apple Green cards with enough in there to make 8 cards, 1 Coastal Cabana. You get your Queen Anne's lace stamp set, your So Much Love stamp set, a pack of rhinestones. Along with that, you will get some instructions for creating some projects that you've got to see some of them here. Let's see. And you'll also get this PDF that talks about starting strong. Now, the idea behind this promotion is that they are giving you everything you need to get started with Stampin' Up, with your starter kit, and to be able to do things with it. Now, it could be that what you'd like to do with it is you'd like to run some classes or some events, and there's some hints and tips around and about, not only for doing that in person, but also how you could do that virtually, because obviously, you know, times are still a little bit weird, to say the least. But also, it may be that you don't want to do classes, but it may be that you'd want to share with people the fact that you have now got a catalogue, and if they wanted to buy anything, they can come to you. So it could be that what you'd like to do is you'd like to make up your 16 cards, put a little bit of a flyer in them, send them out to people and sort of say, hey, just thought you might like this card, and you might like to know that I'm also selling Stampin' Up stuff now. And if you yourself are not interested, well, perhaps you could pass the card on to somebody that you work with, maybe the family, neighbour, somebody that would be interested. So that's another thing that you can do with your cards. You can just make up lots of cards and send them out to people that you like. There is no requirements that you have to do anything with these things. This is just a promotion, and these are the things that you get in the promotion. What you do with those things when you get them home is entirely up to you. It could just be that you use that cardstock and things to make cards to send out to friends and family, and you just want to be a happy shopper that gets your 20% discount on every order that you place while you are a member of the Stampin' Up family. So whatever you'd like to do with it, it's quite a nice little deal, because by the time you've done your cardstock and your rhinestones and your 2 stamp sets, you're sort of, I don't know, £40–50 worth of extra goodies on top of what is always a bargain, because you pay £99 and get £130 of things of your choice. So you get that 130 plus you get these on top. So a really lovely little promotion. It's called Get and Go. So if you do want to start sharing with people, and whether it's running classes, just having a few friends round to craft, you've got all the supplies that's going to enable you to do that. You will need a block and some ink and some adhesive. You don't get that in your kit, but if you're short of those sorts of things, we'll add it into your starter kit. So all good stuff. So I thought what I would do today, whether you are interested in the starter kit promotion or not, you might be interested in these stamp sets. So I'm going to do 2 videos this week. One, I'm going to concentrate on the So Much Love, and another one on the Queen Anne's Lace, because they're 2 lovely stamp sets and they are available in the catalogue. You don't have to be involved in the promotion in any way at all to get your hands on them. So let's start with the So Much Love. So Much Love is a red rubber stamp. Let's just pop. So when our stamps come, they come in the sheet like this, and you just need to pop them out like so. Voila. That's to one side. And then you have your stickers that go on them as well. So let's pop those on. And to put your stickers on, you peel off this backing just here, and you'll find that one side is completely solid, the other side you have a split. You want the side with the split on, and we want the bigger flower. It's a really good size stamp. And we're going to pop that on there. There's one. Let's take our other flower. Really nice stamp actually for people that are just starting out, because it's got nice, lovely for colouring in, nice bold images. It's a lovely font. So much love for you. The truth. One. You made my day. That's a lovely sentiment, isn't it? Whatever somebody's done, it was really good. Made my day. I like that. Just popping these stamps onto the cling. Last but not least, here for you. So there's our stamps popped onto their cling, all ready to go. So let's have a look at the samples as they are if you get this kit. So the suggested serving suggestions of what you could do with your kit if you were going to gather some people together. So what I've got is a piece of Coastal Cabana. I've got a granny apple green card base, and as I say, it is US sized, so it does actually measure 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So a US size card base, a standard card base, is slightly different from ours. So here's one of ours, and here is a US one. So you can see that they're slightly wider and quite a little bit shorter. So they're shorter and fatter than our standard size cards. But as I say, it doesn't matter because you'd be getting your envelopes, so you haven't got to worry about sourcing envelopes. So what we're going to use for these is a Misty Moonlight stamp pad. We're going to take our Coastal Cabana, take a look. Imagine that we'll perhaps want a big block. I'm going to take this big stamp. I'm going to ink up my stamp. I'm going to stamp it once. On here. I'm going to turn it around and have it once there. So we've got our 2 flowers on there. I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay and I'm going to chop a piece off it that's probably about 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres wide. You can make it slightly bigger than that. I might make it 1 inch. No, we will go 1 inch. We've got our granny apple green card. We've got our piece of Bermuda Bay that's going to come across here. And then on our little bit of Daffodil Delight, we're going to take the Here For You greeting. And then with my paper snips, that there. I'm going to trim that back a little bit and then come up the centre, one corner in, on the other corner in. That's going to come across there like that. And let's just stick these in place. I'm going to put my piece of Bermuda Bay. So you could have some double-sided tape. You could be doing this with stamping, stamp and seal. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of here, I think. Raise this up a bit. There is actually a video. I've not looked at the video. I'm just looking at the pictures and guessing what I need to do. But there is a video that you can watch to show you how to make these cards. So if you are starting out and you yourself are not entirely sure what you're doing. That is absolutely fine. You've got some videos that you can watch as well as the instructions. So lots of guidance in how to get started. You get a PDF that sort of tells you how to get started. So lots of help, but as I say, never any pressure. So there isn't any requirement that you have to absolutely, go on and do classes. But it's just that the support is there if you'd like to. And there is that just wonderful bonus of getting those free stamp sets. Let's just put a few little rhinestones on here. And there. I'm going to come with a couple of these. Where did that go? It flew somewhere. Let me get her. No doubt find it in a minute. One here. Oh, there's one on my finger. Is that one that went flying just now? And we'll have another one there. So there's a really simple little card, but quite effective. A nice little card. Now for this next one, so that's the Granny Apple Green version. For the Coastal Cabana version, we're going to take our piece of Bermuda Bay card that's in there. And I think this time we'll take the smaller flower. Let me just clean up the bigger one. Again, we're going to take some Misty Moonlight ink and we're going to stamp it randomly over this piece of cardstock. One coming in here. Let's have leaves coming in there. So we've stamped our flowers over our piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock. Now that piece of cardstock is actually 4 inches wide by 3 inches. So I'm going to cut it into 4 strips. That makes the maths fairly easy because 4 divided by 4 do that. Back out so we know we've got it in the right order. Then we're going to take our Coastal Cabana card and we're just going to these across the front. So I think we'll put them up on dimensionals. We could stick them on flat, but let's live dangerously. Why not? So what I'm going to do is decide where I want this one on this end. Make it central top and bottom. Your fingers and thumbs today. So try and make sure this is a similar distance on this end, and same top and bottom. And that leaves us 2 strips here to go in the middle. Yep. Pretty spot on, isn't it? So you could start getting clever and have some of them up and some of them stuck flat, or all sorts of fun and games you could have, should you so wish. Right, okay, so for this one we're going to take the greeting that says, "You made my day." Let's just add a block, and we're going to ink that up and stamp it onto this piece of Whisper White. Now we've got lots more Whisper White here than we need for this card, but that will be because on the other style of card you needed a bit more. I'm going to stamp that in the middle there like that. Just cut that down. So you could do this with your scissors. You don't have a trimmer. And then let's glue that onto some Daffodil Delight card. And I'm going to take my scissors and just trim that round. We've had a bit of a frame. And where's our card gone? Here it is. Stick that on there. Add in some rhinestones. So there we have 2 quick, simple, easy cards that you can create with your kit that you get with your starter pack if you opt for this promotion during September. So those are the 2 cards that you can make with this particular stamp set. There's 2 different ones that you can make with the other stamp set, and we'll be looking at those in another video. But as I say, that's not all you can do with this stamp set. You know, obviously it's a really lovely stamp set. So let's have a bit of a play and let's create another card. Take stitch nested labels, I think. Let's have a little look. Still rather a lot of blue on there. I think we'll go for the larger one. Just die cut that. bit of blue going on everywhere there. Never mind. Let me just take my chamois, just finish getting the blue off of here. Bring in the other stamp. As it caught the light, I realised there's still quite a bit of blue around the edge of that as well. So let's get rid of that. I'm going to grab these on ink. Ink that up quite well. And stamp that onto that label. Lovely image, isn't it? Great for colouring in. I'm going to take my watercolour pencils. So we're not going to go too complicated. I'm going to go real red. Got some Daffodil Delight here. I'm going to come in this little stamen in the centre, just adding a little bit of yellow there. And I'm just going to come in and just using these as pencils without adding any water or blending. They go down so beautifully. Obviously, the harder you press, darker the colour. You can add in shading and things where you want to. I think it's nearly time I sharpened this pencil, but simply chamois, nose diving off the side. I'm just going round and laying down some colour. I've actually got a cherry cobbler one here. I'm going to come in cherry cobbler one. My pencil sharpener. I'm just bringing in a cherry cobbler around the edges and the creases a little bit. Come back over with the real red. So just having a bit of a play with the watercolour pencils and this lovely big stamp. It's just waiting to be filled with colour. Let's look at some leaves. Got some old olive here. Put a bit more colour on the veins and things and just fill it in slightly more softly. So a bit of contrast. So watercolour pencils would be quite a nice thing to do if you were having a get together. Also quite a nice thing to add into your starter kit if you haven't got any. Perhaps with a blender pen as well. If you are considering a starter kit and have no idea where to start as to what to put in it, Stamping Up do also do a suggested starter kit that at the moment I think is sort of concentrating on the jar of flowers products. You don't have to stick to the things that it's just a place to start, because you can swap things out and say, no, I don't want that one, but I'll put this in instead. But just if you are really thinking, I have no idea where to start, it is a good place to start. we go. So we've just got these other little flowers in the background here. And perhaps we'll go yellow with those. So there are now 2 sets of watercolour pencils. So my little collection is a combination of both. This is a garden green. That could also do with the sharpen by the look of it. But there we go. So there's a really simple, quick coloured stamp. It's got a nice little blobby stamp in here. If you follow me at all, or if you followed any of my other videos and things, you may well have picked up that I do like a blobby stamp. What colour shall we add in? Some blobs. So could go with one of the colours that we've used. Some olive might be quite nice actually. Just a few little splatters of old olive. And then decisions, what colour? I think I quite like the old olive. I'm going to cut this 14.4 by 10. Here for you. It's just there. Let's clean that off. Take my old olive. I'm going to stamp some here for use in the background here. Have a Let's stick our Here For You mat down on our Whisper White card base. And some old olive ribbon. This is from the, oh, I'm going to have to think now what this suite is. The Ornate Garden Suite. Let's just touch that ribbon across the back there. Stick that there. There. Beware that the light on that is very odd, isn't it? Sorry, moving cameras around. Why that light's gone so bizarre. Almost as if it's created a light source of its own. I'm not sure if it's just the angle my laptop is on or whether that really is the light on the camera. So we'll pop that across there. There. Three pretty little cards. So the two that are as the instructions come from to go with your starter kit, and the third one is one that we've just created ourselves. So a lovely little stamp set, well worth having. So yeah, get yourself a starter kit. Come and join the family. So I'll make sure there's links to my website and how you can join. And obviously do get in touch if there's any questions. I'd love to have you as a member of my team.